Welcome back, dear friends, to another episode of the EsportsDoug Top 5 Plays. This week, we'll be taking a look at the very first international LAN that Valorant has had, VCT Masters 2 in Reykjavik, Iceland. Now, I know last video I said that it was impossible to rank the top 5 plays, and it was, but it somehow got harder. In fact, I asked multiple people for their opinions, and I kid you not, they all gave me different rankings. So I'm sure you'll have a different opinion about this as well, but let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we've got Dapper with a nasty 4K sight hold on A on Haven. The first matchup between Sentinels and Fnatic was a highly anticipated one, and man, it lived up to the hype. The first map of the series, Icebox, went 13-11 in favor of Sentinels to give them the 1-0 lead heading into Haven. Much like Icebox, it was a close map as both heavyweights traded blows, but Sentinels were able to get the late edge with plays like this.
Tense has a lot of work on his hands here. He's not going to be able to deal any damage. It's up to Dapper there. Oh, no! What the hell was that from Dapper?
Yeah,
not necessarily the guy you expect it from on this team.
To the window. You could say to the wall, but yeah. And absolutely 4K instantly. And we say over and over again, anybody on these teams can pop off.
The number 4 play shows that the Odin isn't just a meme gun to buy, and in some instances, it can win you the round. Version 1 and U-Turn clashed in a lower bracket matchup with tournament life on the line. Every time U-Turn would show signs of life, V1 would shut them right back down.
Celsius on the defuse, gets it to half, but drops. Lakia looking to make a little magic happen as the Dark gets cleaned up. Effie's alone in a 1v2. Oh my gosh! Effie's does it again! Are you kidding me?
U-Turn manages to stop the defuse by getting the kill on Celsius and leaving Effie's in a 1v2 situation. Lakia even uses the recon dart to know where Effie's is, and they swing at the same time. But as the old saying goes, Odin went brrr and Effie's won the dang thing. More on this game later. Number 3 in our top 5 plays sends us to the very first series of the tournament. Fnatic came into the opener against Crew Esports as heavy favorites, and well, the series went as expected. Fnatic cruised their way through the first match with a 13-5 win on Haven and a 13-4 win on Icebox. The only real weakness Fnatic showed was their inability to win pistols, but for Derke, knives were all he needed.
Trade does comes in, Delzik stays alive, Mazzino does find Magnum is on Derke now. Diffuse could be toyed with, not just yet. Derke just checks on it for a second, goes back, knives out, slices them up.
Derke found himself in a brutal 1v3 with nothing more than a cloudburst for utility, but he gets a huge kill that lands him both the Blade Storm and a dash, which in turn allows him to apply pressure onto Crew, deny the defuse, and clutch out the round. Number 2 marks the second appearance by your VCT Masters 2 winners. Sentinels were once again going up against Fnatic with far more on the line this time around, and much like the first, each map was close and neither team had any room for error. Fnatic looked poised to tie up the map in round 6 when ShahZaM was in a 1v2, concussed, with his back against the wall.
Betrayed him down, and they're looking good to try to finish this one. ShahZaM has to go to the side, gets concussed, has to be great on his first bullet.
Oh my god!
Oh, how on earth has he done that? The ripple clutch from ShahZaM is phenomenal.
The time spent in aim labs pays off as he hits a filthy phantom transfer onto both Mystic and Doma after getting hit doggy style to clutch out the round for Sentinels. This week we've got one honorable mention. What's an honorable mention, you ask? Clips that were pure filth but just narrowly missed the top 5 cut. There's been much discussion about the judge and whether or not it's too strong, and there are players like Yampi who make highlight reels with it, regardless of the conversation around it. Take a look.
My eye on that TP that's available still for GTN. He could make a very quick rotation back into mid if he wanted to instead, Yampi! What?
Buff the judge, by the way, Riot. I'm serious. Buff it all. And finally, the number 1 play. U-Turn impressed in many ways, except on Haven. Sorry, U-Turn fans. On their way to a 3rd place finish, but I would argue that their most impressive performance was on Ascent against version 1. They started slowly and they found themselves down 2-7. All hope looked lost. And then U-Turn hit another gear that led them to win 5 in a row and 9 of the next 11 to keep it close. Insane comebacks usually need a little bit of magic to them, And in this instance, the magic came courtesy of Lakia.
Have easy access onto A here. Oh, no! The Viper Fit was there, but to just stops it. That gives him so much room to work with as they dance around the generator node. Zelsis comes up big as well and is now Lakia in a 1v2. The nano Lakia's there!
Oh my god!
Lakia brings it back from the depths! 6 feet under. Newturn will not go away!
He shoots out his dart, and instead of waiting to see if he gets a ping on it, he just full sends. He tanks the Nano Swarm and drops down from heaven to spot both remaining V1 members. A little razzle, a little dazzle, and our #1 play from Masters Reykjavik.
Head in hands. Head in hands, Doug.
They're like, dude, what just happened?
Let me know if you think we missed any pivotal plays from Masters 2 Reykjavik. And as always, if you like the content, please consider supporting the channel by both liking and subscribing below. If you like the channel and